It's good. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's April, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Even though I have 8 subscribers, but hi, welcome back. So my plan is to teach you guys how to contour and highlight. So what you need to do first is have on your base of makeup, and I will link down below on what I used for my foundation, primer, and all the fun stuff. And if you like these lashes, I will also link them down below if you want to get some. So you have your base on. Good job. Next, you want to contour your face. Now, there's different types of contours you can use depending on your skin type. Also, if you have oily skin, normal to oily skin, I would recommend powder contour is what I would recommend if you have oily or normal skin type, because if you use cream, that would make your skin more oily than it should be, because you want to tone down the oiliness of your skin. But if you have dry to normal skin, normal to dry skin, I would also recommend a cream contour stick or cream contour palette, because that will add more moisture into your skin and make it less dry. But if you have combination skin, normal or combination skin, I would recommend both powder or cream. Doesn't really matter, depending on your skin type. And for highlight, same thing too, vice versa. If you have normal to oily skin, I would recommend normal to oily. Yeah, I would recommend a powder highlight. So like something like this. Something like this I would recommend if you have oily skin. But if you have dry skin, I would also recommend liquid or jelly. What's it called? Liquid or gel highlighter as well, if you have dry skin, just to add a bit more moisture into your skin. But if you have combination or normal skin type, either way, either or works just as well for you. Oh, skin tone. I want to talk about this too, because I noticed some people use different highlighters on their skin, but it doesn't look great or natural, I would say. So let's say you have a dark skin tone, like a medium to dark skin tone. I would say for your highlight, if you are medium to dark, this palette, this shade right here, and this shade right here. There's more other highlights for dark skin tones, but these 2 shades I would recommend because they will give out more shine to it, more lighting to it. Same thing for a gel if you are dry skin. This is a bad example because it's a bit light, but NYX makes jelly highlighter for all different types of skin tones. The one I have here is a bit light, but it's perfect for my skin tone since I'm not too fair and I'm not too dark. But if you want to have that, And if you want to have that sun-kissed glow, and if you're dark skin, this type of gel would work nicely. It will give you off that sun-kissed glow. They also make darker version of this, same thing as this. Like I said, depending on skin type. If you're fair tone, I would recommend a lighter shade, like this, or like this, or like this. And if you're really fair, this is not a bad example because the powder in my NYX palette shattered. But if you're really fair, I would recommend NYX Contour and Highlight Palette because the shade here, which doesn't have an example, but I'll post a picture on the screen. It's a perfect highlighter for fair skin tone. So go for a highlighter that's close to your skin tone. Don't go for a highlighter that's too light or too dark because it's gonna look muddy and noticeable in the end. Now I will talk about more skin tones and skin types in my future videos when I'm talking about foundation and which foundation type is good for you and your skin tone. But I'm gonna keep it simple and easy for you to understand, so I won't overwhelm you guys with too much information about your skin type and skin tone. So yes, I will talk about more skin tone, skin type, and what works best for you in my future videos. But for now, let's continue on how to contour. First, before you contour your face, since I have combination of oily and dry skin, I'm gonna go with a powder contour and a liquid highlight because that's what I usually go for. That's what I prefer for my skin type since it is both oily and dry. What you want to do first is grab your concealer. What you want to do first is grab your concealer and just highlight the front areas of your skin, so like the forehead, underneath the eyes, and right over here underneath your cheekbone. So we'll highlight that first. And the concealer I'm using is from Revlon in the shade 040. The shade 040. Where's my battery dying? I like this because it doesn't crease underneath my eyes and doesn't crease at all, and it dries really fast. So since this concealer dries fast, let it sit for at least 1 minute and then blend it.
So that way the product does not move around all over your face. It doesn't move around a lot when you're blending it.
Since you're done that, you're gonna bake it. You want to bake it first before you contour. So I'll be using this Prime and Fine Luminizing Powder. And I'm gonna bake it underneath my eyes and along my jaw. Now for contour, I will be using this palette right here. And the brush I will also be using is BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know the number to it, but I'll try to find it and put a link down below. So the colors I'll be using to contour my face are these two right here. Since I am a neutral skin tone, I'm gonna go for a warm shade of contour. to bring out my neutral warmth in my skin tone. So like that, and now what you want to do is find the hollows of your cheekbone. Mine's right here, and I'm gonna stop about right here, underneath where my eye is, and that's where you want to stop too, to make it more not too harsh. Because if you go up to here, it's gonna look really awkward. Like underneath your brow tail, to make it more softer. Want to make it a bit more here. Stop underneath where your eye ends, right about here. And I'm gonna start from the side and just pat the product down. It's best to start a little bit product and work your way up, because you can put a lot of product on your skin, especially when you don't have powder on underneath it. It's gonna look really muddy. So we start off a little bit, then work your way up. Since I have a square face shape, I'm trying to define more of my features to make it a bit more heart-like, or like circle-like. Just like that. I'm going to do the other side too. Then when you're done, just brush it a little slightly, like light, to the centers of your face. Just brush it lightly, just to move around the product just a little bit. And I like to move it up in this kind of motion, just to feather out the contour and not make it too harsh. And that's how you contour. This is how I contour. And if it's too harsh on your skin, just take a booty blender, a beauty blender, and just pat down to remove any muddiness and make it blend in your skin. I should buy a mic, because I know you guys cannot hear me. I'll brush away my baking because I forgot I had it. The reason why I like to bake first and then contour is that when you have the contour on top of the baking, you can easily brush it off without doing the makeup. You know what? I'm going to do powder for my highlight. I'm going to do powder. Hard Candy highlight in the shade 1334. And I will be using the color right in the middle as my highlight. And then just find the highest point of your cheekbones. You can bring a little bit to the outer part if you want to feather it out. Just don't bring it too much where it looks harsh. So we see where my highest cheekbone is. That's where you want to highlight. Try to make your highlight a bit smaller than you need, because if it like widens your whole face, it will look really awkward. So try to make it small in the frame of your cheekbone, just to give it a natural glow. And I'm gonna highlight my nose just a little bit. And for blush, I'll use the same palette, but the third one in the bottom. I'm gonna take that, and since it has some sheen to it, I'm gonna lightly dab it just to blend the contour and highlight. That's how you highlight and contour. I hope this helps for you, and I hope this helps for any makeup babies who are starting off makeup. And I hope that my tips will help you in the long run. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.